having a look at Sherborne. I did try to start this video a few weeks ago, but there was an evensong and I ended up going to the evensong at the Abbey. But it's a lovely May evening, very quiet here, ideal to do some filming. Sherborne is in the north of Dorset, and I suppose it's famous for several things. It has a fantastic abbey, it has a very well-known boys' school and a very well-known girls' school, and it has two castles, an old castle and a new castle. One of the unique things, well I say unique, not quite unique, one of the interesting things that makes Sherborne so appealing is the colour of stone here. So if I just whisk the camera around, you will have seen the abbey was this golden stone, and this stone is known as hamstone, and it goes from near the coast all the way through the Cotswolds. Sherborne still has a lot of unique shops, and this antique centre, which has been open about, I would say, 5 or 6 years now, is super for a browse. Obviously it's closed at the moment. Until recently, Sherborne was quite lucky in that it had maintained a lot of individual shops. However, in the last couple of years, more and more shops have become vacant. There's a lot of great shops up here. Oliver's, the coffee shop, has been here a long time and they serve a lovely lunch. We've got the supermarket just behind and a collection of lovely shops here, including Winstone's, the bookshop. It's great when you find an independent bookshop. Well, any bookshop's good, but I do like independent bookshops. This is one of them. That's the view down the high street, and this is the top of the high street here. There used to be a fantastic music shop selling sheet music. However, again, sadly that has gone, but there's still many great shops here, as I said. So I am walking by what is known as now called the Sherborne, but it was called Sherborne House, and it's obviously closed at the moment, but it's this fantastic house, which for a long time was a school, or part of a school, and it has a fantastic painting in the stairs, which we will hopefully visit another day. But for many years, this was a problem to Sherborne, what to do with this grade, I think it's grade 1 listed house. I tell you what, I'm going to tell you the whole story in Sherborne Part 2, but it's somewhere we are going to come back to. Suffice it to say, a local businessman, Michael Cannon, who took a great interest in historic houses, set up a trust and basically rescued this house that was at one point looked like it was going to fall to rack and ruin. It has some great names of streets, particularly like Hound Street. It's Monday, which, I say it's Monday, it's Tuesday. It must be bell ringing practice day. Sherborne has an incredible history which dates back to 705 and the King of Wessex, who founded the diocese of Wessex, and he split it between Sherborne and Winchester. So this was actually a seat of a see. It had a bishop. Down here is a wonderful bookshop, one of my favourite bookshops. It has opening hours you do need to check, but it's a real Aladdin's cave of wonderful books. So here we go back towards the Abbey. As I said, it was founded by St Alban, the first bishop of Sherborne. It was sort of done up a lot by the Victorians, and it's well worth a visit inside. It has the most amazing vaulted ceiling. On the evening I visited, it closed, but it's well worth a visit.
Now, the whole town of Sherborne is very much dominated by the Digby family and the fact it has 2 castles. I'm going to come back and talk about the castles. This is an incredible building, little building here, which was used by the monks for washing, apparently. As I said, Sherborne has so much to see that we've only taken a sort of quick visit of it today, and we will be back to perhaps do the Abbey in more detail and maybe both castles and the story of Walter Raleigh. Much more to see and do, but thank you for being here today, and I hope this has been an insight into the town of Sherborne.